was your craziest driving experience?
Spending $50,000 on a Civic.
It's all about speed, baby, speed.
Get up at 2 in the morning and go in my garage in my underwear to polish my car.
35 miles an hour popping and banging. Oh, I got it! I was hooked.
Is this a cable?
Is there anybody else here who's car crazy?
Do you talk more about your car than your girlfriend? Is hitting a puddle your worst nightmare? Does a swirl in your paint ruin your whole day? I'm Barry McGuire, and if this is you, you're car crazy, and you're going to love our next generation Tech Wax. It eliminates fine scratches and swirls while creating crystal clear reflections that make your paint literally explode with color. Serious car care for car crazy people, only from McGuire's. Have you ever wondered what the difference is between polishing your car and waxing your car? Would you like to know what causes swirl marks and how to get rid of them? If this is you, you're car crazy, and you're serious about the products, the tools, and the information you act on to make your car look its very best. The question is, where do you go to get the advice you need to make your car look its very best? Well, quite literally, there is only one source for this kind of information. It's McGuire's, the trusted experts in surface care since 1901. Only McGuire's has earned the trust of car manufacturers, automotive paint manufacturers, car dealers, detailers, restorers, car museums, and serious car enthusiasts around the world, with exceptional products and expert advice that is always trusted and instantly available through a variety of sources, including our website, McGuire's.com, live seminars, video clinics, major car show appearances, and the industry's only toll-free helpline and personal car care prescription service. The truth is, only McGuire's provides you with all of the products, all of the tools, and all of the information you need to make your car look its very best. Serious car care for car crazy people, only from McGuire's.
From the famed Kodak Theater at Hollywood and Highland in Hollywood, California, this is the 10th Annual McGuire's Award, honoring the collector car hobby's Person of the Year. Guests have arrived from all over the world and from all facets of the collector car hobby to pay tribute to the one individual who has been chosen to receive this year's most prestigious honor of the collector car hobby.
Is there anybody else here who's car crazy?
Join us now for this grand night of celebration.
Do you carry around more pictures of your car than your family? Is spending all day detailing your idea of fun? Would you rather shine your tires than your shoes? I'm Barry McGuire, and if this is you, you're car crazy. And our Hot Shine Tire Spray is made for you. It's adjustable so you control the spray, narrow or wide, and tires get a deep black shine that really lasts. Serious car care for car crazy people, only from McGuire's. Are you tired of buying brushes that scar the finish of your car? Do you keep looking for detailing tools from a manufacturer who actually understands how to detail a car? Would you flip out if you found a line of polishing cloths that will give you swirl-free results even on a black car? If this is you, then you're car crazy, and you're serious about the products and the tools you use to make your car look its very best. And if that's you, we have some exciting news for you. The quality that you find in every Meguiar's product is now available in our new line of Gold Class Premium Accessory products. There is a reason why professional detailers around the world are such fanatic users of Meguiar's products. And now, our professional detailing division is proud to introduce to the consumer marketplace this revolutionary line of detailing tools that provides the very same performance and enjoyment of use as Meguiar's polishes and waxes. The quality that is built into these amazing tools is absolutely without peer. Quite literally, these super durable, ergonomically designed tools takes the pain out of car detailing while safely and easily delivering the kind of results that you expect from Meguiar's. Serious car care for car crazy people, only from Meguiar's.
This is very much the Academy Award, the Oscar of the car collecting hobby.
I just can't tell you what it means to me to have those guys vote for me. It's overwhelming, and I thank you. Thank you for this award from the Meguiar family and from Ken and his committee.
Talk about, the heart and the mind and what's behind all this passion that you have.
Just a real love of automobiles and anything that's automotive.
And welcome to what I call the Woodstock of the collector car hobby. This is the Barrett Jackson auction. We're here with Craig. How are you, Barrett? You have done this at a variety of locations. We've been together in Barrett Jackson, Monaco. You put on the wonderful event now at West Palm.
Yeah.
But this is the granddaddy of them all, and it's never been better.
Again, done a magnificent job.
Well, the SEMA organization has a fantastic internal staff, a team that works year-round on events like this one. And we've got some great members, too, that support us and also help us shape the show.
We're here with the chief cheerleader of SEMA, the boss, the man at the top of this whole thing, the president of SEMA, Chris Kirsting. And Chris, congratulations.
Thank you so much,
We're sitting here right now on the last day of the show. And
tremendous
you can breathe a sigh of relief. And
That's
you
right.
put so much work into this thing and so much of your personal. A lot of people do it, but the guy at the top has to lead the charge. You've done that so well. We're here with one of the busiest men in the entire show, the chairman of the board of SEMA, Corky Coker, the man behind Coker Tire, and one of my great buddies and great car guys, man.
Barry, thanks for having me here, and it is a wonderful show, and I just appreciate the opportunity to be here with one of my buddies.
What was the first really world-class type of car that you
Probably the one that the audience would recognize, or most people would recognize, was the Daimler 66.
Well, with a couple guys down that are not just car crazy, these are gearheads. I mean, you don't get any more serious about cars than Chris Theodore and John Coletti. Chris is Vice President of Advanced Product Creation at Ford, and John Coletti runs the Skunk Works, Director of SVT. And I want to talk to GT just for a minute, because the car, it's come to us so quickly. There have been some that don't know. They're just saying, how could the car possibly be that good when it's been thrown together that fast? Let me officially welcome you to Car Crazy. First time we've been on TV together. And
it is, thank you.
Fair to say you're car crazy?
Yes, I've been a street rodder all my life. I had a 32 Ford when I was a kid.
I started a museum. I wound up doing a lot of auto shows. I did Motorama shows. I did shows in Detroit. I helped start the New York Auto Show after the war with Herb Schreiner.
The host of The Tonight Show, Jay Leno, and the consummate car collector.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much. I guess that's true.
If there was automotive aristocracy in America, we would be talking today to one of the foremost members of that elite group. I'm talking about Bob Lutz.
Well, thanks very much. It's very nice of you to have me. I've actually been looking forward to this for several weeks.
Carol, you're the bigger-than-life John Wayne personality of this hobby with enormous passion. What was the start of it?
My father was a rural mail carrier. But when I was 3 years old, I used to ride with him and I'd say, "Go faster, Daddy, let's go faster."
Can you imagine strapping yourself in front of a jet engine and driving down the road at 600 miles an hour? Now that's car crazy. And this is Craig Breedlove, who's actually done it.
It probably started with actually a love of model airplanes.
You have so many demands.
Oh, so demand. Just from the wax industry.
But seriously, I think of all the work. I mean, comedy, you got to stay current every day.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful to have you here at the Chrysler Technology Center. Back in 1988, believe me, we were the only ones doing anything that was retro. And by the time it got to 93, we were all by ourselves still.
When you think of the Viper, you think of the Prowler, the Howler, and this PT Cruiser. I mean, these are all cars that became collector cars the moment they were sold off the showroom floor.
So, Bob, how far back can you trace your passion for cars?
I remember my dad took me to Gilmore Stadium when I was 8 years old and watching the midget races.
I just recently retired after 50 years with the Los Angeles Times and the Times Mirror Company.
Well, the Chandler name is famous in the Los Angeles area and worldwide for more than just cars and being car guys.
We are here in what I think is the best garage of all. It belongs to my dear friend, and I must say, everybody in the car collector hobby calls you their dear friend, Bruce Meyer. How you doing, Bruce?
I'm doing great. It's great to have you here, Barry.
It was a kind of a quarter-of-a-mile dirt track, and it was kind of grown over and had grass on it and everything else. And for some reason or other, we started hot lapping this quarter-mile track there and sliding the car.
Yeah, I rolled my mom's Falcon. It was a very memorable day.
There is a strange connection between rock and roll music and this passion for the automobile.
The first of like 3 hot rods that I own that were Boyd Coddington built. It's a 34 flamed highboy roadster, which to me was the epitome of hot rodding.
Building automobiles is a constant state of development. You never finish developing.
If you go out looking for a girl, you won't find one, but if you're just having dinner one night, oh, look, hey, she's cute. You know, then you go over and you start talking to her, and then the same thing with cars. That's why I am with cars. You know, when I bought my 56 Chrysler Imperial, I wasn't looking for one. I didn't even want one, but this one was such a nice, straight, original car that, I got to get that car.
The challenge of having the car that you've created for the person or the film or the purpose that's made them happy, that's what makes me happy.
When I was a kid, I used to race on the street in Philadelphia. We used to block it off 26th Street. And I guess that was the biggest. The biggest thrill was when I took the car back to the house and my dad said, how come the clutch doesn't work?
Anything with 4 wheels, shiny or primer, a few dents in it, that's fine by me.
I saw an Isotta Fraschini, a little kid about 11 years old in Italy, and it had a shiny hood that was about 1.5 miles long.
Well, I have the first Viper 1, but I really drive minivans because that's what made the company.
You bet.
That's the cash cow.
Yeah.
That's the one you talk about. So I have one in I have 4 houses. I have a minivan in every place.
Do you really?
There should be one in every garage in the U.S.
I like the Bug, the Beetle. Have you driven that new one?
It's a nice car.
Turbo? Oh, it's a great car, man. I use it all the time.
Actually, my favorite old car I just sold up at Pebble Beach, which was a 4.5-liter 1928 Bentley Le Mans.
Oh.
Yeah. But I sold it. It's sad. Maybe it's here.
Well, I had a chance to drive Augie Duesenberg's Mormon Meteor on the Salt Lakes, so I'm a frustrated driver with no talent whatsoever, but I love it.
What was your craziest driving experience?
Is this a cable?
When did your interest in cars, this peculiar interest in cars that you have, first begin? When was the first spark, do you think?
Early on, when I was 9 years old.
So when did drag racing become a full-time profession?
In '58, I started to get these calls, and one was from Wichita Falls, Texas, and they offered me money to come down there and race.
You got back in the same car.
I was still bandaged up on this foot, off of my crutches, set low.
You're crazy, Doc.
Low ET, top speed of the meet. Yeah, I was completely car crazy.
But Jerry Seinfeld is one of your biggest fans. Great collector of Porsches.
Jerry has a lot of our cars, and Jerry has helped us with some of the introductions of cars. He loved the 993. He has #1 in America and the last one in America, so he's got bookends for that car. And we have a lot of fun out here with our driving experience.
Let's go back to the early days, this connection you have with cars and going fast. And tell us about one of your early cars. Let's talk about that. You are one of the most passionate collectors. I mean, when you get your eye on a certain car, you're going to get that car. You're going to find it somehow. You have so many wonderful stories. We got to cover some of those.
Be happy to. You know, it's always the thrill of the hunt.
It's a big issue in the car hobby today is all this street racing issue, and the Fast and the Furious movie probably added a lot of fuel to the fire. But you're a hot rodder, you're a car guy, you can understand a little bit, but you have to keep these kids safe. And I mean, how has that changed what you're doing, and what's the answer for it? Is there one?
You know, I'm not sure there's an answer. It's kind of amazing. Everything seems to go in cycles.
We had the same problem in the early 60s, and it kind of went away, and it is back.
Morning news to Brian Williams on MSNBC, whatever. I mean,
I did quite a bit of CBS stuff myself. In fact, I was one of the most interesting moments that I was on the announce team that did the first live Daytona 500.
In the world of hot rodding, there is no name that is more famous than Boyd Coddington. Hot Rods by Boyd, and we have Boyd Coddington with us. Boyd, great to have you.
Nice to
stop by. I know you're a busy guy today and lots of things pulling at you, but man, all the stuff you've done for this hobby, I can't even think of where we should begin talking about your life.
Well, it's been a great life. I actually grew up in Idaho, you know, where I was able to get Hot Rod magazine and stuff when I was 8 or 9 years old. And growing up in the 50s was a great time because there was a lot of early style hot rods. My brother was about 5 years older than me, and all his buddies had them, and it inspired me. And I knew someday I was going to come to California.
The collection here at the Imperial Palace, I mean, you have millions and millions upon people who have gone through this collection through the years. You've been here since the very beginning. You helped start this whole thing. Talk about that for a minute.
Started in January of 1981 when Ralph Engelstad decided he wanted to build a collection that would be open to the public.
Ralph being the owner.
Ralph Engelstad, the owner of the Imperial Palace.
Oh, well, he was buying obsessively for Imperial Palace. I was buying obsessively for Blackhawk. We didn't have the same taste, so we would go to auctions like vacuum cleaners and literally buy whatever we wanted. And we used to have people walk up and say, come on, back off and let us have a couple of cars. Why? You know, I mean, because we're obsessed. And so I forget how high, you guys got to 500 or 600 cars. We got to about 350
Anything that goes fast. I think it kind of goes with the music, you know.
I have a 92 Viper, slant top, custom rims.
Now you're bringing it in here next week for display, aren't you?
We're going to swap out. I'm going to take the Hummer home and basically for my kids, bring the Viper.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of car guys and gals out there going to get a lot more interested in your music now, knowing you're one of them.
Yeah, maybe so. It's all about speed, baby, speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the deserving recipient of the 2004 McGuire's Award, the Person of the Year for the collector car hobby, Mr. Corky Coker. We'll return to the 10th Annual McGuire's Award after this short break, so don't go away.
was your craziest driving experience?
Spending $50,000 on a Civic.
It's all about speed, baby, speed.
Get up at 2 in the morning and go in my garage in my underwear to polish my car.
35 miles an hour, popping and banging.
Oh, I got it!
I was hooked.
Is this a cable?
From the famed Kodak Theater at Hollywood at Highland in Hollywood, California, this is the 10th Annual McGuire's Award, honoring the collector car hobby's Person of the Year. Guests have arrived from all over the world and from all facets of the collector car hobby to pay tribute to the one individual who has been chosen to receive this year's most prestigious honor of the collector car hobby.
Is there anybody else here who's car crazy?
Join us now for this grand night of celebration. We'll be right back to the 10th Annual McGuire's Award, honoring the collector car hobby's Person of the Year.
Hey, you know what? Ollie and I are certified car crazy.
You know, he's absolutely right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2004 McGuire's Award, honoring the collector car hobby's Person of the Year. And now the host of Car Crazy Television and Radio, and the president and CEO of McGuire's, Barry McGuire.
Thank you, everybody.